Testing 1 2. Testing 1 2 3. We're live back here at Muddy Water TV. That's IG for you IGs, IGTV. And we're here today once again with Sanchez and Raleigh, formerly known as Monumental Black Woman.
Formerly?
BKA, aka Muddy Water. And today's topic today will be about
Time to finish what I started. It's a beautiful feeling to know I put my heart in. I'm all in. Picking up the broken pieces. I done had my share of lessons and no life for teaching. This beat be talking to my soul like it was a preacher. This for them late nights on the road, so turn up your speaker flow, call, turn up the heater. Bet on me, go all in. If I try and I fail, I'ma try it again. I won't stop until I win. Time to finish what I started. It's a beautiful feeling to know I put my heart in. I'm all in. Everything I wanna know, I'm really about to have it to it.
about how the generations came about as far as technology, creation, what you call it? Subterfuge. But yeah, today's topic is based upon the likelihood of what ifs. So, what if? What if? Now I was sitting here reading this though, man. I was reading this about what we were talking about. You say, what if? No. It wasn't what if. It was let me go back to the text. Because we tried this once on another podcast, but we had some interruptions occur within the podcast, so we're gonna try this again from a different angle. Same angle, just different people. Where we at? Man, no. Oh, this is what we try to do. Tartaria. Tartaria and why they kill niggas that invent dope shit.
Tartaria is just a word, man. It don't mean shit.
I understand. Understood that the Tartaria is a idea. An idea of it's just the idea of an idea that something could be.
Not could be, was.
Was?
Yeah.
Was it?
Yeah.
So explain what was about Tartaria that you wrote this and how it killed niggas that invent dope shit.
You just use that, you know what I'm saying? Just use that as an example. It's like niggas read the Bible and it's like this shit can't be real because these are unrealistic. Niggas don't live to 200-300 years. That don't even make sense. To us, it don't. it's so far away that we can't even fathom. So you have to wrap your head around the idea to be able to visualize potential. You know what I'm saying?
So, in that, what are we wrapping our heads around?
So
in
it's
this
like
discussion.
You use the word Tataria. Tataria is the only word I know of that encapsulate that whole idea of a time. You know, because, you know, we have castles that exist now, so we can see a castle. They got the Biltmore states. You know, they got, you know, ain't a whole lot visible known here in America, but in Europe and shit, they still have them. Barcelona and shit, they still have the architecture of old shit. So we have a model like, what the fuck? Like you see New York like architecture, then you go to Barcelona and it's like, what the fuck? Like this some stone and shit, like shit intended to last for thousands of years. And then you see our skyscrapers and it's like, they don't intend for this shit to last no thousands of glass and shit. It's like the intent is all different. So then you imagine castles, if castles were prevalent and just the architectural like stone and shit, like if a motherfucker build a stone building, nigga, they intend for that shit to be there for a long time. We don't even have that kind of mindset anymore. We build a house for hopefully that shit lasts 20 years. You know what I'm saying? With that, you know, with that mindset, it's like nothing is really permanent. But there was a time when shit was permanent. The intent was permanent. To have an impermanent intent, to have a permanent intent is like you gotta have some higher thinking shit going on. Disposable shit don't make sense. Like cars and shit. Like, you know, you would think that a car, if you build a car, you expect it to last a long time. But they building cars now to only last 10 years, 20 years. The intent is to only last 20 years. So it's like, how do that even make sense? For that to be the norm, to have temporary shit. Particle board. We got wood out here, but people rather use particle board. It don't make sense. People ain't looking for permanence because the culture don't dictate permanence. You know what I'm saying? Gas. Up and down, up and down, up and down. You need gas. Gas should be more like, not regulated necessarily, but like more. Since it's so important, it should be more focused upon. If we talking about all this whole bunch of ether-based power, you know, Nikola Tesla shit, you know, and power is built from the environment itself. It's like, if niggas could make that the thing, then we have a whole lot more time to. The reason niggas can't get shit done is because niggas be tired. You look at old school shit and you look at new shit. New shit is busy as fuck. Old shit wasn't busy, nigga. Old shit was just be cool, nigga. We gonna sit on the porch. It's work that got to be done, but you know what I'm saying? I don't even know. A lot of this shit is unnecessary, and to the point where we got enough time to have Netflix and shit.
You said what? Have what?
Netflix and shit. Comfort is too high a priority in our life, especially compared to what's going on in other parts of the world. I think that's on purpose. So when it is time to get hard, niggas ain't gonna be ready.
So So what is the thing that are you speaking of that can put people at a level of creativity to be able to be free?
I wanna kind of state my philosophy with that, but I ain't ready yet, man. I can't really stand on it yet because I ain't proved shit yet. You know what I'm saying? If I'm able to make this shit work, then I'll be able to speak on it. But until then, it's just a joke. You know what I'm saying? But going back to
who's the butt of the joke?
Me, nigga. So okay, so
it's a joke.
So the reason, no, I'm the joke. So the reason Edison and Rockefeller and all these people had to, well, they didn't have to, but they at some point had to. It's business. It's like these niggas had this high demand commodity, and it's like, you talking oil and you talking a big country where there's a way, like, to be able to see what the highway is now is a whole different thing than what they saw before when they was trying to envision a highway around this motherfucker. Like, the highway system now is like, we take it for granted. We have no idea what it could have been like before this. We got highways that connect you straight from East Coast to West Coast. Prior to that, nigga, you having to figure that shit out. So, you know what I'm saying? So, when Goodyear and Bridgestone, all these people who business is rubber and tires and shit, and you got Edison and you got Rockefeller with the oil, Edison with the power, all these people who have high demand commodities, but it's taken away from something that's, the more you look at it, the more you see that, you got commodities and you got what's free.
You got commodities and then you have what's free. What's free?
Power, ether. Well, you can use the ether.
The commodities are
the other shit, oil. Shit that's also free.
That's a commodity.
It's free. It's controllable. You can't really control ether. Like, we talk about how now, like, to the point where, what if the power that these power companies are supplying are free to them? What if? Don't just start talking, nigga. Process that first.
I know. I've thought about this.
What?
What if it's free to them?
Meaning what?
Meaning, if it's free to them, shit, it should be free to everybody else. But they sell it.
What would it mean to be free to them, though? How would that work?
That right there. How would that work?
Right. We talking.
What we talking? What we talking when you say how would it work? How would that work?
If they're able to harness just the environmental power,
they just don't charge themselves.
Well, it's not for free because you gotta buy the stuff that allows it to do what it
the commodity,
the antenna and shit, and the conversion part, and how to make that into power.
Right. All that has to be.
All that is a part
harvested and built.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, once it's built, it's free. Once you build it, it's all just free. But you still have to build it, that whole thing. So it's not necessarily free because you have to be able to harness it. You have to have the technology to harness it. But what if they actually have a system where they're harnessing it for free at this point to them, and they charging us? That right there would be a reason to have a problem with it. For me, that's kind of like, what the fuck we need them for? You know what I'm saying? If we can mass produce this shit ourselves, what the fuck we need to pay these people for? That's what it get to. Then once you're able to harness it yourself and produce it yourself, that's when it gets to the second part of that question. What was the second part of that question?
Killing niggas for creating dope shit.
That's when it gets to that part. If you're able to do it for yourself and you're able to tell your neighbor, man, fuck paying them niggas. Make this shit. Just get a couple of boats, shit, blah, 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 blah. Make this shit up. You get your free energy. Them niggas got to go, right? Am I wrong? Is that not what's happening?
I mean, yeah, that's why. That's the gist of it. Yeah, that's exactly what would happen.
So that's the whole gist of that
That's
question.
gonna be a fucking problem.
That's the point of that question.
I mean, shit.
You asked me, that's the answer. That's why niggas get killed for inventing dope shit. Because they fucking they money up. Them people. So our responsibility is create dope shit. On a mass scale, so they can't just kill all of us. You know what I'm saying? Which they will try. But we just gotta dodge the bullets and shit like Neo and shit. You feel me?
Once you come up with it and figure out and find out that it works.
Yeah, that's a part of it. It was working back then they changed it. Now we gotta pay for everything. And now that we have to pay for everything, now we gotta get jobs to pay for everything. And now we gotta take out loans to, pay for things while we got a job to help try to pay for it. Shit that should be free in the first fucking place. Niggas would love their wives if niggas ain't have to work jobs. You know what I'm saying?
So,
Are you you ain't gonna act like you heard that part?
no, we done with that. Done with that. You said that was it. That's it. So, and who's the light-skinned chick on Freeman Fly?
White chick, man.
What
I say? Why you mean putting words in my mouth, nigga? Just read what it say if you gonna use it.
Who's the light chick on
The
Freeman
light
Fly?
chick. I didn't say light skin.
I didn't say light skin. I said light chick on Freeman Fly.
Oh, you didn't say light skin?
No.
Oh yeah, the light chick.
I said
The chick that was talking about the light.
that was talking about what?
Yeah, that's another part of it. That's another example of the whole thing. Shit that we have at our disposal that we are taught not to use. You know what I'm saying?
Nope. Because I don't know who.
Sunlight, nigga. Like, it ain't just about getting sun to feel good about yourself. It's about getting sun to get benefits from it. That should be a part of our regimen. We should
That's what solar panels is. Right?
We should all, the value of the sun is high enough for us all to have a priority to get some sunlight every day. But that's not how we live. Sunlight is not a priority in our life because it's not understood to be that important. It's all like a way of thinking, that's why it's a movement.
I've never seen it like that.
That's why it's a movement, because it's not just one thing. It's like holistic. It's like a way of thinking. It ain't like some woo bullshit. It's like, what are we here for, nigga? You know what I'm saying?
I never seen it like
I could
that.
be a loser.
So I don't know what you're saying. Cause I never
I
seen
could be
it
a
like
fucking loser all my life. And no.
that. Do you enjoy
tangible
sunlight?
Yeah, nigga, I make sure I do. Yeah. It's like grounding, like we was just talking about. Shit like that, like shit I don't know nothing about, but it makes sense, so I'ma do it. Whether I really register a tangible response to it is irrelevant.
Why?
Cause we trying to find out what the fuck we here for.
Wait a minute.
Not no religion.
You said whether you get a tangible response from it doesn't matter?
No.
Why?
Because hopefully we can get there. We doing it because we learning how we supposed to live.
Who's learning?
I'm trying to. It makes sense to me. I mean, if it's not good enough for you, that's cool, but that's good enough for me.
If what's not good enough?
I'm trying to look at this shit as a whole, from a holistic approach.
No, I get it, and I'm just trying to figure out why
we do a lot of shit.
You put it upon yourself like you don't get it. Now, can you explain how what you're talking about?
Like you just talk about the
explain
the
how
mudras, shit.
Right. Explain how it helped you though.
What?
Sunlight.
Personally?
Yeah.
Okay. Great question. So, what? 2 years ago? What? Who years is 2021? I got fired from my job and shit, like right before the summertime. And I'm like, fuck, here we go again. So, I don't care about putting this out. I don't give a fuck. So, I applied for unemployment and shit. Difference about this time was I actually had a plan, nigga. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, fuck this job. Because what happened was the owner, I ended up cussing the owner out and shit, because he was just talking to me all crazy and shit. So I told him that he was a piece of shit, whatever. He was the reason that the company was going down and shit, whatever the case was. Which was true.
Or you? Oh.
It was understood amongst the employees that was the reason. He was so, like, he was one of those, his father created the company and ran the company, and he handed it down to his old sorry ass, and he was so spoiled and shit that he can't really deal with all that.
Yeah, you
he
asked
don't,
for it.
No. I didn't ask for shit. He came at me wrong. I just let him know what it was. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Excuse me.
it wasn't just a one-time thing. It built up to that whole, whatever the case was. So I got fired and shit, and I applied for unemployment. So, what was you talking about? Can I speak for the sunshine? So,
Yeah.
So I fuck around, I got approved for it. So it's like, with little hustles and shit I got going on, I could go ahead and pay for the bills and shit. And this is gonna give me time to work on this whole thing I'm doing. You know what I'm saying? So that whole summer, I was in the woods, nigga. The whole summer I was in the woods in the sun. I had trees and shit, but I was in the shade, but I was in the sun all fucking day, nigga, working on my shit. And nigga, I don't think I was working out too, whatever the case is, but nigga, I ain't never felt better in my life.
I believe it.
So it's like, and at the same time, I'm doing the supplements and shit, black seed, the moss and shit, such and such, working out, doing the right thing, drinking a lot of water and shit. So I felt great, nigga. And that sunshine, nigga, radiance and shit, like, I don't want to say too much, but I didn't take the whole...
Why you don't want to say too much?
Because, I ain't trying to step on my toes.
Step on toes?
Yeah, shut up, nigga. So,
tell your story.
Let me finish what I'm saying. So,
don't tell me to shut up. Just
like radiance
I'm just
and shit.
Question.
Radiance and shit. It's like,
I get it.
Like, I didn't go into it with the intention of getting a whole lot of sunlight.
Right.
And imagine, this is the same time COVID and shit.
Hit me.
Yeah. So this is the same time COVID is happening. So all this propaganda about stay in the house and shit. So I'm like, nigga, fuck y'all niggas. So, I'm spending all this time outside and shit.
Stay in the house, but I'm feeling good out here.
Right. I'm getting all this radiance.
Yeah.
I use the word radiance because it ain't the sun radiating on me. It's how it made. You know what I'm saying? So,
Get it.
I
got a story too.
Yeah, like, so I can speak from experience just in the last couple of years how being in the sun. I'm talking, nigga, from like sun up to sundown, nigga. I'm knocking out projects, learning this shit, having conversations in the meantime. I'm in the woods, nigga. The phone ring, I usually don't answer it unless it's a certain person. You know what I'm saying? And we have conversations. And I make certain calls based on how I feel to certain people, having connections and shit. And I'm just out there with the little insects and shit, and little animals and shit, and throwing them, goddamn, hey, take that, get the fuck out of here type shit, with the birds and shit and all that shit, for the whole summer, nigga, in the sun.
Interacting with nature.
And doing my shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Focus on what I'm doing, trying to do.
Right.
In the sun, nigga.
Shit felt good.
That shit felt great, nigga. And I was working out, you know what I'm saying?
Now,
so
is it possible that you could have an opinion on
this is like a
why,
year and a half ago. This ain't even a long time.
Right. Is it possible for you to have an opinion on why other people don't feel what you feel?
Because, the point was, right, sorry. So, the bills, you know, I don't. That's another reason I don't like saying so much because I can't really speak on it because I ain't bear the fruits yet from this whole experiment. Once the fruits are bared,
What experiment?
This experiment I want to speak on, but I can't because
You talking about the sun and stuff?
No, beyond that. So,
okay.
If the experiment worked, then I'll speak on it. At this point, it ain't work yet, so I don't want to speak on it because I just look crazy at this point. Until the experiment worked, you just if it don't work, then and you speak on it ahead of time, then you just look stupid. So I'd rather not. If it don't work, then I just never mention it. You know what I'm saying? But there's a couple experiments underway right now that I'm conducting on myself and other people. Just my environment. So, but it's deep, man. Like, you know, the sunshine and shit. Man. Like, eating. I don't know. Like, I see why they keep us so. Because there's things that they can do to push the population to do the right thing. But that ain't where we at. It's all about, let's put the person in a situation where I could find a way to be able to capitalize on it. It's not about, bettering. How can I help this person?
Do we need to go back to the 48 laws of power?
What?
Do we need to go back? Do we need to go back and reiterate the 48 laws of power? Because that's what that is. That's part of the 48 laws of power.
No.
Keeping you in a certain.
No, nigga, that's when you in. Those are your rivals. 48 laws of power would go to the people you in competition with. That ain't really about.
You don't see the motherfuckers in competition with us.
I don't think you can use the 48 laws of power in what I'm trying to project. I'm not looking for power.
No. I'm not talking about you. I'm not talking about you using them. I'm talking about they're being used upon us.
Yeah, it shouldn't be used upon us. That's the point.
I'm just saying, but it is. That's why I was reading the 48 laws of power and bringing out how they're being used on us.
What would give institution a reason to give the people in its environment access to a rejuvenation station?
What would be the reason?
Yeah. If they ain't making no money from it, what would have to be behind it?
Concern.
Right. We don't live on that.
I agree.
My point is,
I agree.
Just because we're here now, it don't have to be that way.
But it goes back to the comfort. Like you said.
Don't go back to comfort.
Do go back to comfort.
It go back to who's dictating the rules.
Right, but that goes back to comfort. Let's make you comfortable so we ain't got a fucking damn. So I rule. If we keep you comfortable, I rule because you're going to fight for that comfort.
If they looking for the wrong thing.
I understand.
My point is
saying I'm not arguing
rejuvenation station is to say they looking for the right thing. If there was a time when that kind of thing existed, then the concept had to have existed. We live in a time when that concept don't dictate the rules. And that go back to Rockefeller, and that go back to the people that changed the whole narrative. If there was a time when that was the overlying the overlying sentiment to take care of the citizens, the people, if that kind of place existed, then what the fuck made them want to change from that to something else? Then you look at the individuals who benefited from it, Rockefellers and all them niggas. Then it become clear, like, oh, well, shit, it ain't that complicated, it's kind of simple. Now we living in a time where we have to be beholden to these people just to live our life, when it was a total opposite before. We were able to invest in ourselves because the people around us understood what life was about, and they fed into that as opposed to trying to benefit from it. You know what I'm saying?
What's a good example?
That's what it seemed like.
Do you have an example of that?
That's why I use the word Tatari.
Because in the wintertime,
like mounds.
In the wintertime, people gonna look for heat. In the wintertime, people looking for heat. In the summertime, people looking for air, cool air.
Right. All right.
So what's the alternative besides what we got now of
that's what I'm saying.
winter heat?
Like we was talking about I was trying to kind of explain radio, before, whatever the case is. Like, I don't know, I ain't no fucking scientist, but we talking about ideas and concepts. So we have an example where we could look it up, see what it is, and try to visualize how that particular thing could have fit into our idea of what we trying to say.
Right.
That's all I was trying to say. So, then we look at free energy. Then we look at what the mounds are about. Why are the mounds built on particular ley lines and particular coordinates on the map that are, maximizing certain frequencies and all this other shit? Like, if they understood that, why don't I understand that? If I don't understand that, how do the people that's running shit do understand that? But instead of benefiting from it or allowing me to benefit from it, why are they trying to distract me from that? Okay, so they distracted me from that because they benefiting on what's being supplied from the distraction. It's ain't that complicated.
We need to take a trip to the mound. Since we know this, since we have an idea of this, we need to take a trip out there, man. That would be dope.
And then they go back to, okay, then you get to that point, then it's like, they claim nothing was here when they showed up. So if this technology that we're talking about exists, and it existed 100, 200, 300 years ago, why are they painting the picture that nothing was here when they showed up? The reason they paint the picture is because they have to be able to benefit. Once you realize that they are benefiting from us thinking that nothing was here, then it's like, well, fuck them. It ain't about them. It's about me. How do I benefit from the situation? You look further into it, and it's like, well, shit. My people 300, 400 years deep in this place. Our land is actually their land. The land that they using to make money from me is my land, nigga. So it's like, wow. That's how deep it can get.
I hope people do watch this, because I'm really suggesting that we get a group up and we actually go to these places and check these places out.
Oh, nigga, you ain't gonna do that.
Oh, real shit.
Nigga, you don't even look at Google, nigga. You come ask me and shit. What the fuck you gonna go do?
We gotta fight. I gotta fight just to damn make a point. You know what I'm saying? I shouldn't have to do that. Just like you say, we shouldn't have to do this. I shouldn't have to do that.
He gonna go. He gonna get people together. Wish y'all gonna go on a fucking field trip, nigga.
Exactly. Take us a little field trip and head out to one of these mounds and see if we can, get there and see what it's like. How does it feel to be in that vicinity?
Yeah, that's just like, it's like having it's ideas, nigga. You have to be able to wrap your head around an idea before you can actually start putting the pieces in there together. Like a puzzle, nigga. Why you think it is that people put the outside around? It's because they see the edges, nigga. You put the part of the picture that's easiest to put together, and then you start filling.
So would you be inclined to do that?
Do what?
To take a trip there?
Where?
To one of them places. Oh, okay. That's it.
I just ain't gonna be. I ain't no motherfucking substitute teacher, nigga. I ain't. Fuck, I look like.
What you mean?
Niggas don't take this shit serious, nigga.
I mean, if people are willing to take that trip, I'm sure they're gonna be serious about what's going on.
Yeah, well, come holler. We could if niggas told me.
I know we already got at least one who would roll with us.
If niggas told me he was serious about it, I'll do homework and shit, nigga, and get some notes and shit together.
I mean, it ain't gotta be a lot of people. We already got me, you.
Oh, don't be saying no names.
I said me, you, and the Oracle.
Other people. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Maybe even B. B might want to roll.
Yeah, so, I mean, I'm all about it, man. Like,
Just to
fucking
catch,
vibe, nigga. We just
to catch that vibe, cause I understand. I've heard stories of that where people go into these certain places and feel a certain feeling. I mean, you know what I'm saying? They feel a certain ambiance that, you know what I'm saying, energy. So if that is, you know, then you have to see what is it built upon? What is it built upon that's giving it this ambiance? I get it. I see what else we got?
What else we got?
Yeah, I mean, I'm with it. Why they don't talk about 5G no more?
Oh yeah, right.
And people are expected to get sick, are they?
Hell yeah. Yeah.
From 5G?
Yeah.
They do talk about 5G. They talk about using it.
Who? You mean Sprint now?
Yeah, they talk about
that 5G popping on.
Yeah, they talk about
right,
it.
so it's like
$9.99. Yeah.
It's like with these type of rollouts, they're expected to be casualties. Cause I don't know how long ago 5G was actually established, but the actual quote unquote official rollout is expected to be casualties because you're introducing a whole new network to beings and it's gonna clash off the rip. It's expected to be some shit happening. So they don't mention that part. So it's like when the casualties do happen, they explain it away. Whatever COVID was, whatever the case was. So it's like the rollout has happened, and it's kind of like post rollout to 5G, 6G, all this other shit.
Yeah, they already working on all that.
Yeah, so it's like, you know, they still ain't mentioned whatever casualties occurred directly from this rollout. So we don't know how to separate that from the narrative, the whole COVID thing, and the flu. People don't die from that no more. So, you know, it's like, you know, the whole 5G thing ain't even mentioned no more. Like, I be wondering. I be seeing the motherfucking spots popping up.
What's that? What spots?
You know, the towers and shit. You know, I ain't gonna say too much, but I don't know how much that play a part in the whole shit. What else we got, man?
How much it play a part? I mean, it's part of the whole. Maybe that's their Tartaria.
Nigga, what the fuck do that mean?
I'm just saying, maybe that's their Tartaria. You see, that's the thing. You trying to interfere with their Tartaria, so they like, oh hell no, you ain't fuck with our Tartaria.
What they Tartaria look like?
5G.
5G what?
5G doing what it do, and they getting paid off of it. Whether it's kill
like
people or not, huh?
Metaverse.
They could be they Tartaria.
That's kind of like the pinnacle of the technology at this point. Whatever the metaverse is, that whole virtual reality shit, whatever that is like the pinnacle of whatever the 5G capabilities are. 6G and all this shit.
Can't be no feelings in the metaverse though, man. Ain't
no
feelings,
what?
No feelings. No actual.
Nobody talking about no fucking.
No, I'm just saying, ain't no actual feeling.
No, it's all
no
extrasensory.
Right, ain't no actual feeling. So
it is. You ain't never seen a dude who walking, he's scared to death, goddamn crawling and shit because he's seeing a cliff, but he walking on solid ground. It's all extrasensory. It's all brain, how your brain is manipulated. So it could be whatever they want it to be. Like you could be looking at some pussy and it's so real to you, and your dick ain't actually in pussy, but on a video game it is. So it's like, is this really happening? I don't know. But if you busting us all in your drawers and shit in the kitchen with your family around, and you think you in some pussy. You know what I'm saying?
Boy, what's wrong
and you
with
take
you?
the shirt off like,
What you
and they just looking at you
doing
like,
over there,
what the
boy?
fuck, nigga? And
What
you looking
are
like,
you
oh, you
doing?
got nut all in your
Clinton.
drawers and shit. And it's all
Clinton,
like,
what are you
it's all
doing?
seeping through
Oh,
your
you're
little
so
thin
disgusting.
shorts and shit. Like,
You're just
and
so
you just looking
disgusting,
crazy,
Clinton.
and your girl looking at you like, ew, nigga. And you look like, oh, it's the game.
Boy, get your ass in your room. Pop, pop. What are you doing? You not gonna pop, pop. Go in your room.
Your mama looking at you like, oh my god.
So embarrassed.
Yeah. And you just want to get back to your room so you could finish the game and shit. You know what I'm saying? Cause that was great. I was almost there.
She was beautiful. Ah, disgusting. So, relearning what we used to know by the people that kept it from us.
Yeah, nigga, that shit crazy, man. Go back to the same shit, man. These niggas out here teaching that. Be more, nigga. Fuck your name. And these white people out here telling like, you know what? I think the niggas are the goddamn Jews.
What does that matter now?
What? Land, nigga.
That somebody else is telling us what we used to know.
They ain't doing it on purpose. They talking to each other.
They ain't doing it on purpose. They talking to each other.
I just happen to be listening.
So how's that helping them by talking to each other, telling each other this?
They trying to figure it out, nigga.
And they trying to figure it out. Just like we trying to figure it out.
They just telling me everything.
Or not even that we trying to figure it out, or we already know.
We don't know. We know.
We trying to figure out how to use it, how to benefit from it.
No, we trying to confirm what we already know.
Well, yeah, that too. But I think we already kind of got a good.
Yeah, but when the establishment is telling you the opposite, nigga, and everything that they do is based on, nigga, it's the opposite, ain't it?
But
no, nigga, it's bullshit.
We've
It's the opposite,
already,
ain't it?
But we've already said
Yeah,
that
it's the
whatever they
opposite.
tell you, you should go the other way.
Yeah, but believing the opposite is getting you a nice house. When you start believing the truth, nigga, they start taking the houses away. Start living on that truth shit, nigga. They like, are you believing the truth nowadays? Yep. That's why I sold my house and got this farm. Like, yeah, we don't like the truth. We're gonna be fucking with you probably a lot now. Like, all right, do what you gotta do. You sure you don't want to go back to believing what we say? Nah, I'm gonna stay here with it's not as comfortable, but it's pretty free and true. All right, well, we're gonna be back to fuck with you a whole lot. All right, do what you gotta do. You know what I'm saying? Man, I don't really feel like coming to fuck with you. Just go back to believing what we say. Some niggas be like, all right, I'll go back to believing what y'all say, so y'all leave me alone. But some niggas be like, nah, you just gonna have to fuck with me. I know you don't feel like it, so do what you gotta do. You know what I'm saying? I'm one of them niggas. You gonna have to fuck with me and bother me and make my life rough. So I'm gonna roll over here. Cause this is where it's real at. Niggas that find, niggas that find sanctuary and fucked up spots and get nice, warm, comfortable places to sleep. Knowing that some bullshit is backing it. I don't wanna be there. Fuck that. You know what I'm saying? And they don't want me there either, because I'm gonna tell them shit. Man, fuck these niggas. These niggas is nuts. I'm out. I don't tell, but I'm out. I can't do it. That's what all this shit seem to be, nigga. Like, Yeah, let me talk to my people first. Like, nigga, you, how old is you, nigga? Fucking people you gotta talk to. Yeah, but I just can't be, I gotta, no, nigga, I don't.
And I killed it.
Yeah, that shit going. You want some of that?
What's this? What is it, Moscato?
Nah, I don't drink that shit, nigga. That shit's sweet. I don't drink it. It's
Pinot Grigio,
yeah.
I don't really do the wine, but
Hey, man, it's what I snatched up on the way. Yeah, what's the next one? What we doing?
That was all of that.
What we talking about?
That was all of that for that little
CEO move.
part.
That's you. CEO move.
Yeah. Teddy bears mean murder.
No, man, we can't talk about that. That shit real though. As fuck. Like, wow, nigga, I ain't know. I ain't know.
Let me see this right here. I'll be back.
Yeah, I ain't know that shit. That shit was kind of cool when I realized what was going on with it. Like, not cool. I don't condone murder, but sometimes. I don't condone it. I don't. Sometimes, like, do you realize? You do realize, and you still okay? Well, I mean, it's just, I don't, Is that serious to you? You realize? I'm trying to tell you. No? Alright. Alright. Don't get mad at me. Yeah, we about to incorporate the situation, man.
As far as what?
Well, both situations, but more so, like my shit is, I like it underground, whatever the case is. But the other thing is like, yeah, we need to go ahead and do that. We expanding the shit, like, ain't no real money in it yet, but we just gotta keep working, man. Keep that shit going, nigga. You know what I'm saying?
Oh shit. I don't know. I want you to put this in context for me. Some stuff that you normally do. You text me some stuff, then you turn around and say, I'm hating because I don't ask you about it.
But you be sound like a girl, nigga. Golly.
But you ain't suggest to even tell me. You just sent me to the bar as if I was supposed to just automatically, you know what I'm saying?
Like that ain't something we've been doing.
Can I Google this?
What?
This bar.
What bar?
Kings of the Gold Age. Yeah, my bad.
It's just my bad, that's it.
Nobody talking shit.
Nigga, I don't understand it.
I don't know why I seen God. I don't know why I see the L. Yeah, I mean,
I sent you the song. Play the song. Play the song.
No. You sent me that.
I sent you the song.
With the white boy.
Queens of the Stone Age. That's why I put Kings of the Gold Age. If you just say something, I'll tell you. But we've been sending texts back and forth.
Man, this
with
boy,
ideas and shit.
I didn't even like this song, bro. I don't even want to play the song.
That ain't the fucking point.
Huh?
That ain't the point.
You want me to play it out loud? I'm just saying, I ain't even really. I didn't hear nothing in it though that made me say,
No, I'm just saying, change the hook to niggas know. I don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
I know, right?
But
Is that
can
the
I
name
just
of
play the song, nigga? Play this fucking song.
I want to play this shit.
Man, you a hater.
Damn,
How
man.
you asking me what I'm talking about? You don't want to find out.
I'm saying. You want to play this whole song.
Not the whole song.
Can't even hit a nigga.
Just to where he said no one knows just now, niggas know. He gonna say at the end of this, no one knows. I'm saying niggas know. Watch.
How many times you don't listen to this?
A billion. Play it, man. Play it. See, he said no one knows. I'm saying say niggas know. Niggas know.
What the hell? What is you gonna
Man, it's
say?
a joke, nigga.
You gonna perform this?
Yeah, nigga.
Where?
Not like for real performance, but like just jokes, nigga. The whole point is at the end, just let it play.
Hey, you know what? I could do this video.
I know, nigga. Be cool. Just I need you to play it again a few times. This shit dope as fuck, but we gonna flip it.
But anyway.
Just ho, let it play. Man, why you the way you are, nigga?
Man, shut up.
Watch.
Man, this is whack.
Hold up, man. At some point he gonna say, no one knows. That shit dope, nigga. You gotta hear it a few times.
Beating drums, man. You beating drums.
The point of the song, the point of the joke
Yeah, right.
is
What is
when he said no one knows.
What is the point of the joke?
Oh, man.
You say, oh, okay. I see how you flipped it off. You said outside.
What?
Bro, he just beat
We ain't gonna
drums.
play the whole shit. Just that one part where when he say no one knows, we gonna say
No, I think that's the
niggas
song
know.
right there.
Hold on.
This dude is.
Hold on, man. No one knows.
Man, I done heard that like 3 times.
That's what I'm saying. When he say no one knows, we gonna say niggas know.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it. The point of it is the things that you've done to me, but niggas know. Down. That's the point. It's a joke. It's like a parody, like some Weird Al Yankovic shit. You know, it's a joke now, but it could be a real thing. Like the riff and shit is enough to carry the joke. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? You get it, man?
Yeah.
What's the other? What else we here for? That's it. That's all what that is.
Nah. Nah, but I feel you though. Yeah, that was that's just the weirdest song, man.
You just got to hear it a few times.
Nah, I was listening to it. It's just weird, bro. When you gonna do it? He said it's a joke. It's just a joke.
It's a joke. Niggas know.
And what they know?
It just so happened that the way the tempo of that song goes, replacing No One Knows with niggas know. All the shit we be talking about. Like they, you know, like the lyrics of the song, look what you did to me. We ain't playing a victim, but we know, nigga. We see what it is. Because the game is to confuse niggas. So, nigga, it been working, but
You gonna use the same beat?
Well, I mean, can't, cause nigga, I ain't trying to get sued and shit, but it's a joke, nigga. It's a joke.